Go back in the room. Okay.
No.
Hello.
So welcome to the Danceparty247 podcast. My name is DJ Te. We have DJ Envy and DJ Wongy in the building. Three DJs of more mature years, I would say. So let's introduce ourselves. DJ Wongy, tell us a bit about yourself. How do you get your name and what have you done as a DJ?
Well, I've been DJing roughly in around 25 odd years. My name actually comes from my surname because my name's Wong, so I just DJ Wongy. I've done some stints in and out of bars, and I've done a few radio stations here and there throughout my time. Probably more or less than on, but that's family for you. When you start a family, you lose your times. Envy?
Sorry, my phone fell down.
This is about how it's going to go, isn't it, to be fair?
Oh, my days. See, he's still having his own one.
You know what? We're going to have a bigger blooper reel.
Hey, Envy, I take it they're working then.
No, they're not working, no. Oh, fuck,
You take some more.
Oh, it's all gone wrong, hang on.
All right. No swearing, guys, remember.
It's all gone Pete Tong.
Yeah. Mr. Envy, Mr. DJ Envy. Let's learn a little bit about where you got your name from and what you've done as a DJ.
Right, as a DJ, I've done bars, clubs over London and Essex, various radio stations, Shine FM, Fat Beats, UKG Soldiers, Sunrise, Electro Sounds, and there's a few others. My name comes because I'm a bit self-obsessed, obviously, Envy. Can't be more honest than that, boys, can ya? Do you know what I mean?
We'll call you Mr. Vane.
I thought we were going to fall off again.
What? I ain't say nothing. Okay.
Viagra must be working. That's all.
Okay, Mr. T, let's hear a little bit something about you.
Coffee.
Yes. Originally was on YouTube years ago with the name of Fat Walker PHAT. That came from my son, and then he suggested, probably more applicable now because the poundage has gone on the last 10 years.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, Todd! Oh, I'm so drained.
Oh, sorry, boys.
Anyway.
See, you guys know me as T. In fact, my YouTube channel is still anyway. The T comes from again from my son who suggested because I did so much tea. And there are other DJs out there, like there's obviously other DJ envies and stuff. So I just wanted different spelling, so I just put TE instead of the letter T. So yeah.
Well, that's fair enough. Time out.
My first gig was 19 years of age, and I did it with two sound systems, literally just two hi-fi systems. At a friend's, a work colleague's party. She just wanted to put a party on for no particular reason. And then didn't do nothing for many years. And then pretty much when I retired from athletics, my daughter, for her third birthday, I grabbed some cheap kit on the internet and did her party for her. And then since then I've done clubs, pubs, bars, a lot of mobiles, weddings, all that kind of stuff.
So you've not done too much then?
No, it sounds a lot. Yeah, I was doing radio stations as well. That's how I know you guys from the past. We have a joint past in terms of internet radio. So that's a brief history of me coming to be here right this moment in time with you guys. Okay, we're going to talk today about lockdown because that's another reason why we're here today. We all know each other from 10 years or more ago, and life makes its own route, and we all drift apart, but we come back together again. So I think the biggest factor of that is lockdown. So if we all want to sort of jump in and follow a conversation, it's like
I personally think this lockdown has been a good thing in a sense of way as to bring to bring everybody back to their roots. So as such, as in sort of everything aside, all technology aside, because of lockdown, we've all been stuck indoors. So you've had to go back to how it was prior to modern times.
basically we're talking going back to the 90s, didn't we? When we had, you know, the little mobile phones that you had Snake and stuff on, where you couldn't do anything.
Well, yeah.
That's pretty much.
The Nokia 3310.
Yeah, you're back to them days when there's not really much doing.
Yeah.
And you pretty much either have to actually go out somewhere.
Well, for some people, you could go back further than that. You remember the big brick? We were, hello.
Yeah, maybe for you and T, mate, but I'm not that old.
Yeah, come a bit closer. Let's have a look. Oh my God, no, don't. But yeah,
for me personally, I hadn't done a proper mix. We're talking obviously DJing and personal life. Obviously, it brings family closer because you're stuck indoors. Kids are off school. I've had a new introduction to the family, a new baby as well. So that's another thing we have in common, because 10 years ago we were in the similar situation with Orion. Obviously,
yes, it was, yeah.
Obviously, over
a little bit like deja vu.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we won't go into the nappies and the mucky stuff, but yeah, obviously I hadn't mixed properly. Although my decks are literally that's on the reverse side, and to my left, so I go that way. They're on camera. To my left, they've always been there.
We like that, yeah.
Yeah, we're reversed, I think. Yeah. I go that way. It looks right.
Big box, small box.
Even that's just in the middle of my kitchen. But my deck setup has always been in my kitchen to practice on. But I hadn't really, other than putting the mixer on just to have audio through computers and stuff, I hadn't actually in vain gone and done a mix. About 13 months, partly because my equipment's that old and it's a bit knackered.
Well, I mean, to be fair, for me, though I've just recently got my decks back, I haven't really done a proper mix. I haven't mixed for like in excess of like 5-6 years.
Really, that long?
Yeah. I mean, all my stuff's been in storage for 4 years.
Yeah, but you say that. I mean, I had my decks in the loft for probably near on.
No, but I've only this year got my decks here. I've only this year put my decks in my place, and I've been in this place for 3 years. I was out of here for a year. That's 4 years. So it was at least 4.5 to 5 years prior to this, before I mixed my last mix. Really.
Well, the last mix I done a party. I think it was your party, Kel. Your 40th.
Might be. Oh yeah, that's.
30th, wasn't it? 30th. Yeah.
My 21st.
So yeah, I think that was the last time I got on the decks.
Yeah.
That's got to be what?
8 years ago.
Yeah, but I think I stopped DJing 2 years previous to that, wasn't it, T?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I was probably a bit rusty then when I done your.
You work obviously new job took preference then, didn't it? Obviously get settled into a new job, and you had to learn a lot of stuff in the background and go to class to get your tickets and stuff like that, didn't you?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But you know, I think now, I mean, obviously with lockdown, obviously my decks come back out. Me and Wongy started off on doing a little bit of Facebook Live, and then 2 weeks later we had a website. And that's how it went. And that's just how it went, wasn't it? It was like
me and Envy done a couple of little snips on Facebook, and then all of a sudden the light bulb went bing. Yeah, and here we are.
Obviously, we hit you up, T, and well, now we've got one website up. Can I say that? In the process.
You can say what you want because this will be going out in a few weeks' time.
It's a work in progress.
Probably done the day of the launch of the new information you're about to get.
Obviously we're working on a new website. Which I'm building. We've got T doing links and bits and pieces. Wongy, what do you actually do?
What do I do?
Yeah, what do you actually do?
I recruit.
Okay, and how's that going?
It's getting there. It's a work in progress. I play not very well at the moment, but I'm getting back into it, and I'm relearning my tunes. Some of the tunes that I'm playing now, I haven't played in excess of 15 years.
We've kind of defined our own kind of roles. I suppose that when you got me on board, obviously it was like, well, okay, let's do what we did before, perhaps, but better.
A bit
in
different.
2020, I think the circumstances are more conducive for three pretty much other than your local market unknown DJs to actually go out and help build a community of other DJs of a similar sort of ilk, and then obviously maybe establish some sort of standing within the DJ community other than obviously what we did as individuals.
Yeah, cool. I mean, I think
which is obviously gone down the route of a lot more behind the scenes kind of stuff that will be rolled out over the next couple of months to make ourselves up, and obviously financially that we don't have to put any money into to obviously the running of what we're doing.
yeah, no, that's it. I've got a visitor. I got my dog. He decided to.
Oh God!
Of all the places, he decided
Is it
to rock
Chase?
up next to me. No,
Is it
Boona.
Chase?
It's
Oh,
Boona.
Boona.
Boona's come to see us. Typical.
Boona the Barker.
No,
So what about on what about obviously sort of we've got a Twitch channel, so anyone who's watching, please follow us on Twitch. Yeah, we do
Also,
appreciate it.
we have Instagram at Dance Party Official and Facebook at Danceparty247.
.co.uk. Oh, we've got our own site, which is coming. We've got a new site coming.
Well, there'll be two, won't there? There'll be Danceparty247.
And we've got a new one coming, but we're not going to say yet.
No, it'll be known by the time this probably goes out.
I mean, lockdown itself has been. Oh no, get off.
I mean, let's face it, lockdown's been quite stressful for a lot of people. You know, I mean, like a lot of people have been stuck indoors when they're used to doing their everyday 9 to 5, been on the go, not been out, not been stuck indoors. Okay, Mr. Envy.
Spilled the dog out.
Anyway, yes. So I mean, I think like the lockdown in a lot of ways has affected people in many different ways. Firstly, it's taking people back to their roots. You know, it's taken them out of the modern society and basically like put them in like caged chickens in a sense of way, and they've had to deal with it. You know, and I think for the first 2-3 weeks, people just dealt with alcohol.
Oh yeah, alcohol and loo roll, wasn't
it? Yeah, loo roll. I'm gonna go rob the next man for his dog roll. I'm joking. I would never do that.
Everything's gonna come back down to a level. I mean, obviously.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay. Certain businesses obviously have done well out of this. Obviously, online businesses obviously.
Online shopping has gone through the roof. I mean, like for local shops that have been able to stay open, in the time of the start to the first, say 6-8 weeks into the lockdown, it's been phenomenal. It's been phenomenal for small shopkeepers, because the public have had not much choice other than to have pandemonium queues at supermarkets, and fighting for the toilet roll. Why? I don't know, because the virus doesn't give you diarrhea, so to speak.
Well, it does. It gives them diarrhea of the mouth, doesn't it? Let's be honest.
Well, it just means they talk a lot of rubbish.
I've certainly gone to the shops that obviously have been quieter, so I've been still going to like your big shops, but obviously there's small branches, a small version of Asda or whatever, not to the big ones and stuff like that.
But how did you find that in the first 2 weeks?
You know what? I was lucky that the times that I can go out or have chosen to go out strategically to miss the queues. I've had to go in some big queues, but it's the fear of obviously catching something you don't know. My wife obviously been pregnant at the beginning of this, and she had gestational diabetes as well, and being pregnant, so shielding and stuff.
So that's a very scary time.
She's asthmatic. My asthma's got worse over the years, obviously with the fattage I've put on, as we said before, PHAT.
Too much tea.
So obviously there's concerns for our
ideas of health. Coffee, you'd be all right.
Yeah. One of our young ones has not great. She's always had lung issues in terms of cold really easy. She's prem and stuff. So obviously, there's our concerns out there. I wear face cloth and that kind of stuff when I go out, and go out as minimal time as possible. And then Amazon's made a big profit out of us this last several weeks. But I think I'm getting a bit more used to it personally. Obviously DJing a little bit more. I was doing some YouTube videos that kind of curtailed a little bit because the style I was doing was kind of vlog style, walking down the street, which we weren't supposed to go out other than just for exercise. And I think I look a bit conscious anyway with a camera stuck in front of me, let alone with a camera stuck in front of me and trying to social distance, not walking into people. So, and obviously now I'm doing stuff with you guys. So obviously that's all kind of changed. obviously it's been nice having the kids home, as much as kids can be a pain in the rear, because obviously they're a little bit safer. I was concerned that they're, the schooling and social distancing, and the world's going to be a different world, that's for sure. Going back to the DJ side of things, obviously we were talking about before we got a Twitch stream. I think it's leveled the playing field for us smaller DJs. And noticed the other day that a Paul Van Dyke, former DJ Mag One #1 spot on the poll list, had less people logged into him than to me.
Oh, nobody.
DJ who was she might be big in her own country. Oh, he's gone again. Yeah. Is that our second Viagra pill you've taken, is it?
Oh, God.
He's not even in shot now. Yeah.
Stop wiggling your toes and your phone might stay still.
If we're going to talk about lockdown, this is the kind of stuff that happens in lockdown.
Well, yeah, you're stuck in your bedroom. Right. Yeah, cooped up in your bedroom, away from everything else.
Well, we saw that guy on TV, didn't we? 18 months, 2 years ago. That was just Mrs. Kids came in, and the Mrs. came in, grabbed the kids and pulled them out, and he was trying to talk about serious
government guy, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, but you know what? I've seen interviews with movie stars and stuff, and their missus in the background. The kids are faffing about, waiting to go out the house. You know what I mean? It is, well, that's reality goes on behind you, and this is obviously going across TV shows. TV shows are being done remotely. Yeah, James Corden does his on a computer, his laptop, and obviously video links what we've got today. So the world is different. I think it's leveled the playing field for DJs that if you have got a bit of a talent and got some bit of showmanship about you, can actually go out there and present yourself just as good as a former world #1 DJ. You know what I mean?
Well, like you were saying just previously, Paul Van Dyke was playing, and he had 800 listeners, where he had a relatively nobody. And I don't mean nobody, but like somebody who's unknown.
Somebody's not internationally renowned, is
he's unknown to the international side of it, and had how many thousand?
3,400. Yeah.
Oh, it was the 19,000 one.
That was a couple, two guys. One playing on turntables, one playing on the DDJ 1000, which we had a good conversation about last night, didn't we, Wongy?
Yes, we did. Yes.
But yeah, the two.
Hold it. So, is it like that now? Is it? Am I the third wheel?
Envy, are you getting jealous? I'm sorry, people, but like Envy has an issue between sort of people's bonding relationships.
Well, to be fair, to bring the listener up to date, we did a test. Although this is a pilot, we did a test just to make sure we can all physically log on.
And how did that go?
I was too loud, surprisingly enough.
Yeah. That's you.
I was too loud. Envy was we couldn't hear, which is very unusual for you.
That's why you had a headache.
and Mr. Technology, Mr. Wongy, who we assumed that would have to carry through this with a
You thought I was going to be on your backs. No, I actually surpassed it and zoomed through.
So it was just It was a carrying on of a conversation when you had to do your 30 minutes graft, mate. Yeah.
I'll make you,
and that's my contribution.
I will make you understand that I did not finish till 3 o'clock. I'd done an hour and 40 minutes.
Okay. What time did we get off at? What time did we get off to? Well, it must be what?
About 2 o'clock. We've about probably another hour. Well, we'd have gone 2 o'clock because Envy went. It was about 25 to when we just realised we could. Yeah, and we.
We went for the best part of an hour, didn't we?
Yeah, must have been another hour. Yeah.
Look at his face. He's getting jealous.
No.
He's getting jealous.
I had something to say, but we are not allowed to say things like that on the podcast, are we?
No.
Envy. Jealousy is a terrible thing, you know.
Well, it is what it is, isn't it?
It will be when Wongy gets his new controller. Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the controllers, though, am I? That's the thing.
I will link you the one that we were talking about before, the DDJ.
I showed him. I showed him.
But I prefer vinyl and push CD. Vinyl's just better. Don't know.
You'd turn down an extra system, then, would you?
No, I'll take it.
Yeah.
But would sit there gathering dust probably.
Okay. Well, you can
Right.
you can keep the mixer. You just throw the decks in my direction. That's fine.
See, the whole point of me.
Permanent loan. You can have them back. Like other DJs we know that don't give kit back.
What Envy said to me, he goes, "Oh, you get the controller. That means I can get my Pioneer back."
Yeah, that's right too.
He wants to buy it back.
Well, I did say that the price he was going to offer you was an absolute bargain. Yeah.
Yeah, what he offered me and what he's going to get it for.
Mates rates, and there's mates rates with your arm twisted behind you in an arm lock.
Listen, I done you a deal, Wongy.
But yeah.
You know,
So buy it back for what I paid.
That's the thing, though, isn't it? That's the thing. Another thing.
It's used even more now.
I'll take £50 off.
And the rest.
Well, I mean,
Take 100 off and you got a deal.
well, to be fair, it's because we all haven't either one gigged or two been mixing a whole lot in the last period of time. Yeah, that my old equipment is over 12 years old. I mean, it served me well, but it's obviously the eject system doesn't work. It doesn't read
it's got the
CD properly.
Flintstones living in it, innit?
Yeah, and you have to wind it up and use it.
But have you got 1210s too?
No.
T's not a vinyl DJ.
No.
He's not a vinyl DJ.
That's a subject. That's a subject you can ridicule me on another podcast on that one. Yeah, obviously, I've had to update. Henry's had to update some CD decks. I've update some CD decks. You're looking obviously sort of, again, a topic for another day is obviously what happened to you in terms of you having a control and then that being taken away and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's a cliffhanger. We can leave it on there. But we've all updated equipment, and I've found. I don't know if you guys have found that on eBay. I mean, Amazon's obviously a pretty steady price, but eBay, if you're bidding for stuff or the buy it nows, it's going up and up and up. Second-hand kit is obviously coming down.
Because when I first started back DJing a couple of months back, I didn't have a mixer because someone who, bought it off me. So I had to buy a little 2-channel, £80 mixer.
Is it my fault that you wanted to sell it?
No. But anyway, what a piece of rubbish it is if you can already mix. If you're a beginner DJ, it's fantastic. But if you want to be a bit more creative and do stuff, it's no good. So obviously I got a bit frustrated. And like you say, I went on Facebook and just picked a cheap one up for 50 quid. 4 channels, some effects. Do you know what I mean? You can pick up some cheap stuff.
Yeah, and what happened?
No, I fixed it.
So haven't you found that? Obviously, you actually came across a bargain. Obviously,
I did, didn't I?
You're socially distanced outside his house for an hour. Yeah, for him to come out so you could hand it over, and he knocked 15 quid off you, which obviously you reap back on what you. What I'm saying is that I've noticed that equipment, for example, I was looking at replacing some of my decks with a CDJ Mark 3000 Mark 3. They're about 150 quid, and then all of a sudden over a couple of weeks, 160, 170, 180, now 200. You'll be looking to get one under 200 quid because supply and demand. Obviously, either new DJs taking up or old DJs like us coming, dusting things off and realizing you need to replace some equipment. Supply and demand is gone up.
It's gone up dramatically. In fact, the demands, they can't supply the demands. For a lot of things at the moment.
Well, webcams went out, didn't they? Webcams cost everywhere.
I don't want to talk about webcams.
Oh yeah, Envy. Where did we go to look for the webcam? Where did we go?
I don't want to talk about it. No.
That's for the next podcast.
I'm not talking about webcams.
No, we're talking about that on the next podcast.
But yours is kicking in it, Wongy. Yeah?
Oh, mine's smashing it. Mine's great. I got wide angle, and it's crystal clear. Oh, look at his face.
Destiny as well. Destiny's as good as well, isn't it?
Exactly. This is great too.
Goodbye.
Yeah. I mean, like yours is all right too.
Because I'm using my phone. My webcam is really pixelated, and obviously I'm doing anything a bit later at night. It's just really, really bad. So I have to come to my phone, but.
Now I've got the other one, it's fine. But when I was trying to find one, you couldn't get one nowhere. Everywhere. Amazon, eBay, all bloody sold out.
So where do we go to look for a webcam?
I went all over bloody Romford. I went every shop open. Remember, this is 2 weeks into lockdown. There's nowhere open, and I just went everywhere. Asda's.
And what did I tell you?
No, they did have them, but they weren't in stock.
But what did I tell you?
They're not in stock. We don't have them.
No, they said to me in Wilkinson's, in Wilco's. I went in there. I went, "Do you sell webcams?" They went, "Yeah, we do have them, but they're not in stock." That's what they
don't
told
have
me.
them then.
Well, listen, mate. I only know
They sell them, but they're currently out of stock.
what the moron told me behind the bloody till.
But if you go to the actual like stock person, they'll tell you like reality. Someone behind the till will just tell you what you want to hear to get you out of their face.
So anyway, I drove around all day, and I come home with my webcam.
You got one now, so it's okay, isn't it?
Oh, I've got one now. Yeah, it's fine now.
Just about.
And about 40 quid's worth of petrol driving around trying to find a freaking camera.
And what did I tell you to do?
Drive round and find a camera.
That's not what I told you to do.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. What did I say? I said you could drive around and spend £14 worth of petrol and you won't find one.
Yeah, but was I determined?
But
yes.
Was I right? But
No.
Was I right?
No, because I did find one. I did.
No,
I did, but it didn't work on my computer.
So we sell them, but they're out of stock. There's still no use to, is it?
No, because it didn't work on Windows 10. But I did
Windows 11.
So yeah,
but so I had that problem with mine. Yeah, with my old 2009 system.
Yeah, but who fixed that?
Irrespective, I still got it.
Who fixed it?
Doesn't matter.
Who fixed it?
Nobody fixed it. I bought one.
No, who fixed the other one?
It didn't get fixed, did it?
Yeah, it did. It works.
Yeah, you bought it back from the dead.
Yeah, but am I using it?
No, because we told you to buy a better one.
Because I bought a better one, yeah.
And who advised you on that? We'll let the listener decide
He can't win, T, can he? He can't win.
Well, put it this way, you and Destiny have the same computers and the same webcams, coincidentally. I wonder how and why.
Well, irrespective of that, we're looking good now. And we're sounding better.
But I was going to make that point before, is that we've found what fumbled, I suppose, to a degree as well, but found is probably a better way of saying it. We found obviously what works and what doesn't, and fumbled our way through with a bit of experience to get a couple of DJs that obviously stream with us to get really cracking PCs that are obviously not going to buffer and webcams that are rocking and rolling. But
that's all part of like moving forward with the times, isn't it?
Yeah,
really? Because obviously, like there's a couple of DJs still not streaming with us because their equipment is so out of date and they haven't done anything again for quite a while. They need to buy webcams and leads.
That's a point. I must hit up somebody. Yeah, I got up Jay today.
Yes. And while we're briefly on the subject of webcams and computers, so when this podcast, maybe it does go out.
If it ever airs the light of day, yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, we will be opening. We will be opening a shop on the website with all the links for all the products that we recommend. Some, and there'll also be alternatives as well. So
we also have our own merchandise.
Yeah,
that'll all be on the shop. Everything will be on there.
None of us can keep a secret, can we? Yeah. Everything. Oh, yeah. I'll see you later. We're doing a podcast now, and then we go. What podcast? You did it at least 3 times.
But I was in such a tiz, right? I was a mess, wasn't I?
So it's a bit infectious because at the end of my show, I said, "Oh, I can't. I wanted this down. I'm going to do a podcast."
None of us.
It's your fault, Si.
None of we're all itching to go, and we obviously got some station jingles over the last week, and Envy was out and about doing what he was doing, and I'd edit for everybody, and I'm looking for more webcams for £40 a deal, yeah.
Yeah, just to annoy me though, T, innit?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then I just wanted to say, yeah, go on, use the jingles, and then it was like, I know he's gonna as soon as you get home. He's gonna download them from Dropbox, and he's gonna want to play them. He's gonna burn them. He's gonna play them. He's gonna play them. So I was itching to play them myself. and then like 10 minutes before I'm downloading them now. I just like, I'm playing mine no matter what. Then yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I wouldn't care whether you had yours or not. It's like I'm itching to play, but I didn't want to do it. Like, none of us had them available. Didn't want to be the only one. You know, it's like where those come from is like because we were back to back, so therefore it makes sense. If one of us were playing them and one of them wasn't, it's a bit silly.
In fairness, though, I only downloaded my own personal ones. I didn't actually download the station ones. Which I have done now.
That was enough green light for me to do it, though.
My question is to Envy. Why is one of your jingles on my CD?
Oh yeah, because that was me putting up there.
Is that you? Is that you, T, that messed it up?
I just put it in the wrong file here.
Look at Envy. Oh great, it's me in it.
Well, you know,
put your hands up. Put your hands up.
Bit of cross promotion. If you play his one by mistake, yeah.
I'll just say, oh, that's a blooper.
You know what? I don't think I burnt them to CD, and I don't think I even, lack of sleep, I'll call it with a babby and whatever. The one that was done for us by Leslie Lafferty. Shout out to Leslie Lafferty on that one.
Big up Lafferty, Leslie Lafferty. Leslie Lafferty, I've got one on my Facebook.
Yeah.
You know what Wongy is? He is on a different level, T.
He is with it,
he is.
Yeah. No. I've had her on my Facebook for a long time. For something totally different than what this is.
Yeah, we have. She done stuff for us before.
No. I've got her in my Facebook for something totally different outside of music.
Okay. What was that for? Do you wish to expose that now?
No. That's another podcast.
Anything.
All right. Well, so she's a lass from Sheffield, not too far away from where I live now, and so we use her for these jingles.
That's why you and Darren Dorset Holt get on so well.
Well, actually, I'm originally from the Isle of Man, so it's still north, isn't it? So I'm now look at the map. I'm east of him, as well. Before, when I was born for 20 odd years, I was west of him. So yeah.
East west. What's the difference?
So that's out the M25, aren't we?
Yeah.
It all does a crisscross.
But yeah, she took the mickey because one of Envy's sayings on social media, tell a friend to tell a friend. I won't go any more than that. If you listen to it on the station, if you do listen, you'll
tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend.
There's another one and a telephone. There's 4 of them. But anyway, she'd seen what we put on Facebook and then just take it to the next level.
Yeah. Oh, fair play to the girl.
I forgot to burn that one though. I was thinking about it back. Why didn't I play that one? Because I'd have wanted. If I knew you were listening, I'd have played that one just to and I realised I haven't burnt it, so I've got to find it. I've got it probably.
I've got it on mine.
I've got it. It's been the file, but what I've done, I took the ones out. Obviously, had my name on it as well, and the personal ones, and the other ones, and I just haven't put it in the file to download. So I know it's there. I just haven't downloaded it. There, burnt it.
I think in total it's like 45 tracks, isn't it?
Probably, yeah. I mean, obviously, some takes. Obviously, we would use some.
You're in the mix with DJ Envy.
Sorry.
This is the place to be.
She did obviously different variations for us, and some of them you'd use obviously if you're playing more upbeat. Some of you are playing a little bit more sort of downbeat, depending obviously the kind of ambience you're looking for in the music you're playing. So we put it across the board. The DJs have got a good vast choice to use. So yeah, big up to Leslie on that one. You know what?
No, go on.
I was going to say we're 35 minutes into this now, and we said we'd be on about half an hour or so. But if you wish to play something, please do play it.
Oh, we're just getting started, I think. Just warming up.
I need to go to the chemist and get my wife's prescription as well.
Have you got run to?
No, I can stay. I interrupted Envy like I normally do and talked over him.
Boom!
That was good, wasn't it?
I'll have to listen to that back.
Listen back to it, T. Listen, I ain't gonna say it again. Listen back to it.
What are you saying? I'm that big, I can't run anymore. Is that what you mean?
Listen back to it. It's at 35 minutes exactly. It was rough. About 35 minutes.
35 minutes, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Before I interrupted you, what were you going to say?
Can't remember that.
It was that important.
I got sidetracked with obviously having a giggle.
Taking the mick out of me.
Oh no! I was giving you a compliment.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, right.
I have been very reserved today.
Don't be reserved.
Go
Go with the flow. Just go with it.
When the recording is stopped, I'm going to let hellfire come out.
No, don't take it out on your family.
Oh no, he'll ring me up. He'll ring me and cut me through.
Hence the family.
I'm getting it all the time, sort of like, your family.
No, I didn't mean personal family. I meant as in like social family.
Yeah, true. Is there anything else we can think about that has affected us in lockdown before we close off?
The fact that I still have to go to work as a key worker is a bit of a nuisance. I can't be furloughed because I'm a key worker. They won't allow it. So no matter what happens, I still have to go to work.
I still have to go to work too.
Even if we have a second wave, I still have to get I have to go. Simple as that.
Obviously, if anyone doesn't know that, obviously you work, your current day job is working maintenance on the underground, isn't it?
Yeah, it's my night job. I don't do a day job. My day job's DJ and my night job is...
Okay, well, okay. Yes,
I'm a DJ stroke, website builder stroke...
There we go.
Your side hustle, your side hustle is obviously doing the maintenance on the underground, which obviously...
Now, I think my job is more important.
What, selling alcohol to people?
Selling alcohol?
No, I sell antivirus killer. I sell the antivirus, the stuff that will kill the virus.
You sell how much?
I sell the stuff that makes people happy.
Yeah, but if you kill the host, as in the human being, because you're poisoned, there's no more virus left anyway, isn't there? You know what I mean? See, I killed myself. There's no more virus.
well, I haven't killed anybody yet.
That you know.
I haven't.
That's for off podcast, I think. As a discussion over the phone rather than online.
Well, yeah.
You never really listen to it anywhere these days, do we?
But in the long and short, I've made a very, very lot of people happy, a lot less self-destructive, and I've kept them going through the lockdown via selling alcohol to them, which is made them...
I thought you meant by just seeing your lovely face, fella.
Well, there's that too.
Hey, you all right, mate? Put your specs on.
It's gone dark here because obviously I've got a window in front of me.
Hang on. No. You can't put Specsavers because Specsavers still shut.
There is that. Yeah, but no, it's just a bit of a pain in the arse, obviously, with everything as it is, still having to go to work and not being allowed to be furloughed. I'll tell you what,
the funny thing is about is, the one thing you don't expect people to say is, I can't wait to get back to work. They're fed up with being indoors, locked up indoors, kept up indoors, with a list as long as your arm to do your house renovations, which your missus is giving you. Yeah, so every day it's constantly growing. Now, people come into my place saying, I can't wait to get back to work.
I can't wait to have a day off.
Yeah, well, hasn't been anything different in that respect, obviously, to work for you. Do you feel safe at work?
Yeah.
I've gone past the point of thinking about it now, because initially when it happened, it was like, I don't really want to be here. But with everyone protesting, we won't go into that, but you've got all the protests going on.
Yeah, that's another thing.
You've got all the people flaunting the rules anyway. There was no different to everyone being out. I used to see groups of teenagers at 3, 4 in the morning walking around the streets.
Yeah.
Why are they not in bed? Why are their parents not telling them what to do?
Because they're drunk.
You have to plan it with the alcohol, yes.
My fault.
but that's what it is. So for me, it got to the point where it's just, well, what's the point?
So you're just going to park it to one side and don't think about it, just get on and do what you need to do.
Yeah, I was going out doing shopping for people that couldn't go out. So for me, not one thing changed apart from I was actually busier. I was actually doing more because I was doing things for other people. But now that's calmed down a little bit. It's just right back to normal. Never.
What about you,
changed.
Wongy, in the shop? What was,
I mean, in all true fairness, my working times has actually gone up. I'm doing more hours now than I did before. You know, because just because of lockdown and like initially when lockdown first started, when it first started, I was doing less hours because like when it got to about 8 o'clock at night, nobody was around because of lockdown. Everyone was scared to do this and scared to do that, and they was all worried about like, you know, if you go out, you're going to get caught by the police and everything else. So initially in the beginning, like my hours were quite short, relatively short. But now, I mean, now things are sort of getting back to so-called normal. Normal.
yeah.
You know, now it's getting back to relatively normal. My hours have gone. It's gone through the roof. I'm starting earlier. I'm finishing later. You know.
Is that why we were talking of buying the 1,000 then, wasn't it? That's why.
I'll get it when it's ready.
You know, this podcast will come out and you'll have the RX instead. You know what I mean? I'll look like
well, you know, maybe I'll have the RX 2 by then. On a new one.
Do you know what I'll have? A set of 1210s and a crappy pair of CD decks.
Yeah, well, that's the next stage. I've got to get my 1210s around here because like, my standards are going a bit off key and I'm having problems with. I don't know if it's the magnets or it's the pitching control.
That's excuses for bad mixing. That is.
Oh, whatever.
So anyone who listens to this, that is an excuse for bad.
Yeah. I just blame it all out. I just brush it out of the carpet.
On the plus side, people, I will be building a studio very shortly.
Who's going to be building the studio?
Well, I'm paying for it, so it'll be me.
No, but who's building it?
Well, there'll be us. Oh,
hello, where you gone? Wait.
Hello.
Hang on, I've got nothing to hang on to. There's nothing up there.
It should come back on.
All right. Well, here we go. What'd you do? Drop your phone? Nice.
Somebody was inconveniently calling me.
Well, that was. And who was that? I bet it was your dad.
No, it wasn't my dad's number. No.
Well, you need to tell him off.
To be fair, it's a number I didn't recognise, so I just it was important.
So just phone the phone, and there goes your camera.
No, as soon as someone rings and you're on a web call, so to speak, it kicks you off, doesn't it?
Yeah, it takes the camera off.
Yeah. So getting back to things, obviously we're going to be doing a studio, so it'll all be done nice and pucker, all soundproof and bits and pieces. It'll be all these needs, and when that's done, I will be getting a controller.
Who's getting the controller?
I will be. Yeah.
Hang on, can I hear that again?
Dragged, kicking and screaming.
And what you said, I'll be with my 1210s and my mixer.
Yeah, but it's literally for the purpose because it makes life easier, doesn't it? I can just download stuff.
I guess a topic for another podcast. Obviously,
it's podcast number 2.
We don't know how bad this one's going to sound yet, do we?
No. I've got to edit this. See if we all agree that it's acceptable for the world to see it. So, yeah, in terms of gigging in the future, obviously, Emma's got a point of like if you're going down the route of a Pioneer setup, then if you lose the record box, then you can just take the tracks. Doesn't matter what kit or decks or controller you're using, you can take that USB and just plug it into obviously your Nexus kit or whatever they've got. And it's just, it's all compatible. It's all in one system, isn't it? So it makes sense.
Well, that's the way forward. That's the way forward, eventually, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to go with.
That's until either Denon or something else takes over the industry standard. But if you look at even on Twitch, I haven't seen anyone without it's obviously of decent quality without a
when you talk CD decks or DJ equipment, you've got Technics and Pioneer rule the world.
Period.
Obviously, got some of the big names obviously being taken over to Denon, but obviously. They're probably getting paid a nice amount of money as well. And their kit is very, very nice. But in some respects, we'll be able to do different things. But the industry standard, when you go into a club or a bar,
Pioneer.
What do you say? It's Pioneer.
It's Pioneer.
Yeah. It's always been
Pioneer and Technics.
and it's always been Technics. I mean, I ain't been clubbing for a long time.
I've never been to a place. I've never been to a paying place and gone in and not seen Pioneer or Technics.
Yeah, but I don't even think you can go to a DJ place, bar or club now, and they'll have a set of Technics in there.
No.
It'll be digital.
Yeah, but it'd be Pioneer.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you won't be able to go into a bar.
You can't go to a bar now with vinyl. I'll tell you where you can do
You're
it.
probably doing it on a laptop, obviously. Virtually.
I'll tell you where you can. The only places that I know now, that you can roll up with a box of records is Ibiza.
Probably.
You're going to pay for the second plane to come out with all your vinyl. Like, yeah.
Oh well, I've got family that live out there.
I'll just get my record bag now and I'll nip over there and do an hour set.
You know what?
I've done it.
Talking about that.
I've done it.
How didn't you fall over on your set today? Because all I saw was your room with boxes and boxes of vinyl everywhere.
That's nothing. I've got loads more to come yet. There's loads more to come.
You need to get the proper shelves up, don't you? So you can actually index it all.
Wait, look. No, because look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them all down in these these cubby holes, in here, like all along here, They're all going to go in them little cubby holes.
All right. Well, you've got more than fits in there, so you probably will have to get some more shelving, wouldn't you?
Well, I just need to get some more cubby holes.
What he needs to do is sort out his DJing space.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, that's what I've got you.
That's right. There's a funny noise.
Declutter it all and
what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out all my DVDs. I'm going to take out all my CDs. What's that? I'm going to take out all my DVDs. I'm going to take out all my CDs. I'm just going to load it with vinyl. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, where you gone?
I think
this is so professional, isn't it?
There he's back in the room.
Hello.
You know what we said about trying not to walk around the room and
sorry, I know. It's very unprofessional. But I just wanted to show you the cubby holes.
I don't think so far we need to edit anything now. To be fair, I think it can all pretty much stay.
I think it's going to be good fun. And Joe, what? T, you're going to sit there for hours laughing at this.
Well, even a bit where I got the phone twice. Even a bit where I can't stop laughing.
I have to watch this all back again to edit it. So I'm going to have to watch it back.
You're so lucky.
If there is an edit.
Right, well, on that note then, this is 48 minutes. So,
yeah,
do you want
I think that's good enough.
Yeah, I think we should call it a day from there because I think poor Mr. Coffee is going to
struggling to get down the chemist.
I've got 41 minutes. Good job. It's only 30 seconds up the road. I've got 41 minutes.
That's right.
Right. Okay. So let's close this off then, guys. Yeah. So
right.
If you're wishing to see any, hang on. We can do
I'm hanging.
We can switch each other off and just say like envy. Yeah. What up, bite, and just cut you off. But anyway, we won't be professional. If you're wishing to see us actually do our stuff, and we're all DJs at the end of the day, then obviously log into Danceparty247.co.uk or on the Twitch stream. If you're on the Twitch stream, you find us on there. You'll see the timetable on the website. Hit us up, say hi, and we'll see you next time. Yeah, we good?
Yeah. All right.
Envy just briefly go, yeah. All right, look.